For many, February is the month of love, but for some couples, the sparks in their relationship, well, maybe more than just attraction.
You know, couples who find themselves moving from maybe a simple discussion and then it escalates to a raging conflict, then they say, you need to calm down, and that doesn't usually go over that well.
Then it's over.
Yep. So in today's Relationship Reboot, we're getting some advice on how couples can de-escalate when they get into that heated conflict.
Our relationship guru, Dr. Shonda Kraft, is with us this mid-morning, and these are all mistakes we've all made.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
You've done it.
All three of us have done it.
Yeah,
yes.
probably in the last 24 hours.
It is something that people really have to learn how to navigate this situation, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, so many people say that they're conflict avoidant, and that's just really kind of code for saying, maybe I don't know how to do conflict. They don't feel comfortable with it. So we can start getting into really simple conversations, thinking that we're just talking about something that's really important to us, and then quickly it can kind of escalate into this fire that we weren't really expecting. When we start bringing in another person, our partner, our co-parent, even co-workers, sometimes we can find ourselves in these types of situations.
And it can happen quickly. It can be one little thing. It can be a tone. It can be something that's perceived as different. And then you end up this giant, conflict about the entire relationship, about all kinds of other stuff. I don't like how you have your secret slush fund, right? Whatever the case may be. But what you're telling us is there is a way to bring that back down.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and sometimes we get really comfortable in what we consider to be our own truth, and then we start kind of accusing somebody else. So it's like, well, you don't seem to care about the relationship, or, you're not a good parent. And anytime somebody is coming at us in a really direct, accusatory way, of course we're going to go on the defense. And so exactly that's when things start to spin out of control, and we do what we call that kitchen sink fighting.
Yeah.
So it's not just the one thing you started with, it's now everything that's being thrown in there.
Oh, boy. I remember those days. Yes. When you feel under attack, you start throwing, well, but you did that, and what about this? And so you have some tips for how you can calm yourself down in the middle without saying calm down.
Yes.
How you can take control of your own emotions, right?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing is really just checking in with yourself and just really understanding, is this a conversation that I feel like I can be present for in this moment? Or does it feel too emotional for me or for my partner or that other person I'm talking to?
And if the answer is no?
If the answer is no, I can't be here right now, then take a time out. Some people say 20 minutes at least to kind of just step back, kind of calm your breath, calm your thoughts. But it's also really important to let that other person know that that's what you're doing, that you're not just walking away from them, because that could escalate it even more. And then when you come back to the conversation, try to make sure you're using I words. So rather than saying, it really feels like you don't care about this family, using words like, I'm concerned about where things are going right now with our finances. And then if all else fails, if it feels like this is really just such a hot topic, step away and, agree to come back and talk about it at another time. That may be just the two people that you have in the room at that moment. You may need to bring in a third person, go to a therapist. If it's a work situation, have a supervisor, another coworker in the room, so things don't start escalating again.
One of the things that I found to be most helpful was trying to put yourself in that person's shoes, or at least see their point of view. And it's not necessarily an easy thing to do, or to start doing that.
No, well, and again, if people are saying you, it's very difficult to see what their perspective is. So even being able to say, I'm feeling really concerned, or, I'm hurting over this, some sort of an emotional response, can tend to kind of bring out the empathy in other people, and then you're able to kind of feel what they're feeling. And that's part of the important part of putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. If you can't identify with what they're feeling or how this issue is impacting them, then you're probably not going to feel like, okay, I want to kind of stop and defending myself and
understanding
listen to you.
Why are they so upset? What's behind that anger?
Yes.
Good. You can never move on to solving the root issues if you can't get past the fire of that immediate conflict.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good advice. Shonda, thank you.
Thank you.